I have 19 days until carpal tunnel surgery. Let's finish this draft. If you're new here, my name is Whit Levon. I write spicy, inclusive romance, and this video is all about finishing the draft for book 3 of my Desperately Depraved series before carpal tunnel surgery. So this is something I haven't talked about yet on the channel, or at least not very much. I started feeling the effects maybe in January, because I went and got the EMG done in February. And I was told then that it's most likely that I would need surgery, but I just left the surgical doctor consultation appointment earlier today. And my surgery is scheduled for June 17th. So I have 19 days. And then after the surgery, I will not be able to type for the first 3 weeks. And I'm going to try to do some talk to text through my iPad and my phone, but I would really love to finish the current draft that I'm working on, which is draft number 1 of book 3, before then, and have it sent off so that that's at least one thing off my plate. This book is 10 chapters with 2 epilogues. So I already have chapters 1 through 5 written. Today I'm writing with Ashley tonight, so I'm hoping to get chapter 6 done. Tomorrow I have a Pride event, and then I want to write chapter 7, 8, and 9 on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I have another event on Wednesday. Chapter 10, Thursday, I'll be writing with Ashley, so I'm hoping that should be good. Friday, I have an event. Saturday, I'll write epilogue 1. Sunday, I get a break. Monday, I'll write epilogue 2. Tuesday, I get a break. On the 10th and 11th, I want to read through everything and take care of any brackets, or like if there's something that has changed now that I've thought about it, take care of that. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, take a longer break and then read through it again, and add any scenery, character personality, or romantic connection notes that I've left for myself. And then on the 17th, before I go into surgery, I'll be sending it out for feedback. So that is the plan, Stan. We'll see what happens, and I'll come back to you tonight when it's time to write with Ashley. Okay, friends, so it is 8 p.m. I'm about to get on a FaceTime with Ashley. I'm pretty nervous about it because my main character, I need them to talk about their dad, and I know a little bit about their relationship with their dad, but I think I need to figure out who their dad is as a person to make it more seamless, for lack of a better word, right now. So it's probably going to be a very skinny chapter, or at least that portion of it at the beginning, and I'll have to go back and add to it, but I'm just going to try to tackle it and get it done today, and we'll see how it goes. It went well. I got through talking about like why Nori is out there. Let me see. That was 637 words. Whoa. Let me put that right. Pew, 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 pew. I've at least got, okay, so do you remember they had this? Hello, it's Thursday now, and I was going to write with Ashley, but she ended up doing something really exciting today. My hands were hurting really bad today, so I used my iPad and I did the talk to text on the Google Doc app again and again, comma, and I just stood there, period, frozen, period. And I did pretty good. I got chapters 7 and 8 done, but I never realized how difficult it is. I talk to text all the time on my phone, like when I'm just trying to send like a quick text message, but I never realized how difficult it would be. Sometimes like it'll mess up in a way that like if you don't go ahead and fix it now, you're gonna come back and be like, what did I say? And then I'll end up like scrapping that sentence because I won't be able to figure it out. So I'm thinking, I'm talking, I'm reading all at the same time. It was pretty difficult, actually. I think I've hit my limit on as much of that as I can do. I'm going to give myself a little bit more of a break, and then I'm going to try to type the next chapter, because my brain can't do the talk to text anymore. That was a lot, for having done it the first time, and I'm proud to have gotten 2 chapters in. That was like 1,400 words ish, a little more than that. So yeah, I'm happy, but I need to type. I am gonna start writing with Ashley in a little bit, and so I was already planning to like put my phone up and film, but I had these thoughts in my head, and when I put my phone up, I was like, you know what, I probably should share them. I'm really starting to get nervous about my body and my ability, and whether or not I can really go through with the surgery. I have some trauma around my wrists. I don't like people grabbing my wrists. Whenever I wear bracelets, they have to be really loose. I keep thinking about the surgery, but not only the surgery, but being in that cast. February-ish is when I started to realize that I was having a consistent problem, and it's only June, and I'm worried because the surgeon was saying that like I already have proof of permanent damage, and if my body has hurt this bad in just this short amount of time, that would say, Whitney, you need to have the surgery now. You need to stop it where it's at. But if I can't handle something on my wrist, or if I need more time to practice having something on my wrist, like, I'm trading one for the other. And I don't know, you know, when you pick the lesser of the 2 evils, I don't know which one is the lesser of the 2 evils. I don't know what to do. It's already getting hard to type. Yeah, that's all I have. I feel an impulsiveness to end things on a positive note, and to do so in this moment feels disingenuous. So my brain is like, what do I say? What do I do? What do I say? But so I'm just gonna go, and you're gonna see me write. I feel so silly. Of course, I couldn't film anything because I've got Ashley on FaceTime on my iPad and my laptop is open, but I'm talking to text on my phone. So how was I supposed to film that? But it's still difficult, but it is getting a little bit easier in the difficulty to talk to text, because like I'm seeing the scene in my mind and the scene changes because I'll be like, nope, that's not right. Nope, they wouldn't say that. Wait, nope, that doesn't line up with the plot. And then like it's getting like I keep the same scene replays until it replays correctly, and then I am so used to being able to just transcribe that in my hands and trying to like talk it out and be like blah 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 period, blah 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 comma blah 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 period. It's just an extra thing that's added in my brain that does make it a little bit difficult, but like I said, it's getting easier. I am at the end now. I just finished the second epilogue. I have 5,503 words total, which is not great. I was shooting for 15,000 words, but this is my first draft, so I'm not too scared. I'm not too worried about it. I know that the story needs to be pulled out and like other things need to come out and be on the page, but right now I just don't know what that is, and I trust myself. I know that the answer will come. I just don't know if it'll come as fast as I want it to, but the more that I work on it, the more likely it is to be faster, if that made sense. So I'm happy to have more time to read through it. So yeah, that is where I leave you for today, at 5,500 words and a full first draft. And we'll go from there. Hi, it is Monday. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm waiting for Ashley to finish dinner and then we're gonna start writing. I have Taco Bell, I have dinner right here. But I just wanted to give an update that my hands feel great today. So I'm very excited to actually, I hopefully don't have too much typing today anyway. Today is going to be more of like research day because there's things I need to know about hiking, about making fire. I need to know more about diabetes, and a few other things. So there's things I need to research in order to add in what I want to add in the story. So I don't know how much writing I'll have, but my point is I don't have to do voice to talk or voice to text today. And I'm very excited about that. So yeah, so I'm going to eat dinner and I'll get on the phone with Ashley and we'll start writing again. I just got off the phone with Ashley. That writing session went really well. I got almost through the entire book. I figured out 2 whole new chapters that I want to write when I finish reading through it tomorrow. As I was reading through, not only was I pulling things that I could talk about and pulling things to like let the characters shine a little bit more, like their personality and who they are as people, but I was also very surprised and like proud of the words that I wrote on the page. So yeah, that was a good session. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm leaving the night excited to get back into it tomorrow. So I'm very glad for that. So yay! Like, not every day is perfect, but not every day is crappy either. There's ups and downs, and today we up. I've been thinking about, I don't know, like this may be your first video of me that you've seen, but I am now working on books 6 and 7 of the books that I've written. And in every book, a character is eating something. And I'd like to continue that trend. And I was gonna have Nori eat some Oreo cheesecake pancakes. But they're eating at this diner it's Mabel's diner. Mabel is a character in the story. And I was thinking, like, what if she had Mabel's marmalade at her diner? So like maybe Nori could like they could be like, I'll eat that marmalade off a rock, it's so good. Like, so I was looking at like, what do you eat marmalade with? But I'm gonna put that in the back of my head. I'm gonna save this information, and then I'm gonna save this on Pinterest so I can remember to come back to it. And then I'm going to get back focused on just reading through like I was supposed to be doing. And then we'll go from there. I just finished. I'm pretty happy with what I have right now. It would be super easy to just go through and see what I need to research and do it one at a time, but my brain just doesn't work like that. So now I promise, like, anything that takes like 10 minutes takes an hour because I have to break it up in such small pieces. But if I don't break it up, it will never happen. So life of a person with ADHD. So anyway, instead of just getting into the research, now I need to go back through the story and make a list of all the things that I need to research so I can see it at one time, like all on one page, instead of like having to scroll that I missed something. Oh, did I do that already? Like, no, like I want one list of research fire for chapter 2, research like how to, I don't know, whatever, for, you know, you get it. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm just now realizing, so between today and tomorrow, I have to take care of brackets and the researching. So do I want to do research at one time and brackets at the other? But like, I have to actually follow through. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's just see where the day takes us. One thing at a time. My computer needed to reboot, so I'm gonna just take that as the universe telling me to rest my wrist, and I will catch you with the next update. Wait, I think I did get that on camera. I just dropped my phone. But I come to you with news. I have decided to postpone the surgery. I do want to go ahead and still try to get the story ready to send to my editor. If not ready to send tomorrow, at least ready to send by the end of the week. With that being said, I wrote one of the new chapters the other day, and I know it's not finished. I know it needs more, but I have to keep reminding myself it is the first draft. Like, you're going to get a chance to make this pretty, to beef this up later. We just need words on the page. So today is Tuesday. I don't have to work until 2. I want to work on the new chapter, and then I have my list of things to research. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 things that need to be researched and added in. I would love to check them off today, and then throughout the rest of the week, I can work on the adding in character pieces, plot, like all of that stuff, and then be ready to turn it in by Friday. I think that's going to be a good goal. Hi, it is like a week and a half-ish later. I was supposed to be done on the 17th and it's like the 28th. I ended up postponing my surgery. I did not feel comfortable with the surgeon that I was scheduled with. The next surgeon that I could have an appointment with, I couldn't get an appointment until last Friday. Surgery has now been scheduled for July 22nd. So that got pushed back. So I was able to give myself more time with this draft. I feel like I know Nori, one of my main characters, like 72%, but I realized I needed to write a new chapter for them, and I just still feel like there's more I could learn about them that I just don't know yet. And so the other day I went shopping just to like kill some time. I had like ordered pizza and I was waiting for it to be ready. So I went into TJ Maxx. So I was trying to shop as if I was Nori. I was trying to see what would they pick up and why. So that did help a little bit, but I still feel like I'm not there. So today, when I worked with Ashley, I just worked around everything else. I got rid of all my brackets. I made sure that my timing was correct throughout the story. And I just went ahead and turned it in because I was already a week late on the deadline that I had set for my editor to like say like, I'm going to be giving this to you on this date. And so I had to let them know. I was like, hey, like I postponed my surgery. I'm gonna try to work on this for another week before I give it to you. But that was Friday. I was supposed to give it to them. Now it's Sunday. So anyway, I turned it in. Yay! This challenge didn't exactly go the way I thought it would, but such is life. But I got it freaking done. I'm so happy. It's so weird to be working on book 3 in the Desperately Depraved series. I don't really know if I ever truly believed that I would get this far until like, I think having someone have faith in me enough to invite me to write in their anthology. Sarah was the first person to do that for the 10th Muse. And I think that's when I realized like, oh, I can really do this. Even publishing the book, I felt like, you know, like this is, I don't know. It's hard to put it in words, but like now I'm like, oh, I'm not acting like an author. I really am one. So now, like, I'm, like, looking at the 20 novellas that are going to be in the series, and I'm like, woo! I have my work cut out for me, but honestly, it's so exciting. I'm so happy. Like, it's going to be really exciting to have the entire set out in the world when it's finally done. How long it will take, I don't know. And there's so many other stories. I have a Word document with at least 40 story ideas on there now. There's so many things I want to write. So I'm just happy to be moving forward. And yes, surgery is scary. Yes, it's going to be 6 weeks of me, being down and out, but then that means I get to use my wrists to write for the rest of my life. So I'm very excited, nervous, but excited, happy that I am free from this first draft. I finally turned it in. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful or inspiring or entertaining to you. If you have any questions about my writing process or what it's like to be an author, any type of author questions, feel free to always ask. I am an open book. I may not know everything, but I will tell you all I know. That is how I rock and roll. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna sign off here. Hope you have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye.